Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be testing out the new Anastasia Beverly Hill's Brow Freeze. This has been compared to brow soap, so I am also going to be doing a side-by-side comparison to brow soap and seeing how it holds up against that. And I'll be doing a full day wear test to see how my brows last throughout the day, to see if this is really worth £23. So if you want to see how this product performs, then please keep watching. Okay, so to put the Anastasia Beverly Hill's Brow Freeze to the test, I'm going to be comparing it to my tried and true brow soap. This is just one I got off of Amazon, but it works like a charm. So on the right side of my face is going to be the Brow Freeze, and on the left side is going to be the brow soap. Normally I would do my brows at the start of my routine. That's what I've been doing recently. One of the drawbacks to brow soap is the fact that when you use it over foundation, you kind of get a sort of white smudge above your eyebrow. And I just find that it's easier to do my eyebrows first. So I wanted to see if this does the same thing. Okay, so for comparison, this I got sometime in summer of last year. So I've had this for a good 8, 9, 10 months maybe, and you get 2 tins, and I'm still on the first tin, and I use this nearly every day. It kind of looks a bit gross, but it does work. And you can get, there's quite a few different places on Amazon that sell this, but I got it for somewhere around £7, £8, £9, so pretty cheap, and that was for 2, and you also get the little spoolies with it. This, on the other hand, does not come with a spoolie or in a set of 2, it's just the one. This is £23. I got it off of BeautyBay, and yeah, it's a lot more expensive, so I hope it would do a much better job, but we'll see. So generally speaking, how I do my eyebrows, I do the brow soap and I shape them and everything, and then I go over with my brow flick or just a brow pen. Sometimes I use a brow pencil, but not as much recently, just because I find that the brow pen looks more like real hairs. So I'm going to be using a brow pen today. I'm going to start with the brow soap just so I can show you my routine. And everything is very precariously placed on top of my new drawer set, which I put together myself last night. It was a good day. So I just take a bit of setting spray. This is the ABH Dewy set. Yeah, just any spray or some water. And I spray it directly in there. And then I got this spoolie thing from I think it's like the Brow Company or something, but it's quite good because this has like a slightly bent end, so it's easier to kind of get into the soap dish. And then the other end has this sort of, it's almost like a single toothbrush, and I just use that to sort of shape them. Anyway, I'm talking too much. So I just wiggle it around until it becomes kind of like white and foamy, and then I scrape off the excess. I was nearly about to do both brows then. And then I just sort of brush it through my brow. And then using this side, I just sort of solidify it and then pat down. To be fair, it actually hasn't done that thing where it leaves the mark, but sometimes it does if it gets too wet, which is a bit annoying. Okay, and now for the brow freeze. So I believe you do not need any setting spray or anything like that. This is just sort of like, it almost kind of looks like a gel. As you can see, I've already dipped in, but you're just supposed to run your spoolie into it, and then using either the back of your hand, which I'm not going to do because that's going to be painful, or the lid, you work it into the brush like that, and then just run this through your brows. And just straight off the bat, this doesn't feel as sticky. Like, it feels sticky, but it doesn't feel as sticky as the brow soap, but it's definitely doing something very similar. And I'm just going to use this end of the other brush again to do the same thing and just tap that down. So with this, I think you're far more likely not to get that smudge around your eye, just because you don't need to add setting spray. So there's no sort of, there's no risk of the product being too wet. It's just going to be the same consistency every time you use it. I'm quickly going to fill in my brows using my brow flick, and I will let you know if there are any problems on either side. This side went on perfectly fine, and then this side I had to keep wiping it off on the back of my hand because it felt like the product was quite wet and sort of clogging up the pen. And also the shape of the brow is not quite what I was going for. It feels like it's already fallen. So I'm just going to take the spoolie that I used for the brow freeze and run it through again. Yeah, they're definitely sticking up a bit more, which would suggest that they did fall. I'm gonna go finish up my face and go about the rest of my day, and I will be back in a few hours to check in to see how both of these held up and give you my final verdict. Hey guys, so the time is currently 10 o'clock and I've had my brows on for around about 8 hours. I started putting my makeup on around 1 or 2 o'clock today. So final thoughts. This side is the brow soap side and this side is the Anastasia Beverly Hill side, and I think it did an alright job. I think it did a better job than a brow gel would do, but it didn't do as good as brow soap in my opinion. And personally, I do not think that this is worth it for £23. Unless this is specifically what you're looking for and you cannot find it in any other formula, then I think it would suit you great. But to be honest, there's not that much difference between the two. And if anything, I think the brow soap side looks better. They look kind of spikier and they stay like that all day. Whereas this side, I can tell it's not, like if I do this, can you see how the hair's sort of filled in that sparseness at the top of my brow, which would suggest to me that they are not standing upright completely. And yeah, so I don't want this part to be super long. My final thoughts are, if you think it's going to suit your brows exactly and you can't find any other product similar, then go for it. But if I were you, I would go for brow soap because it's just better and cheaper. And that's it really. Obviously I'm going to use up the rest of the Brow Freeze because I have it, but I wouldn't spend £23 on it again. So yeah. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the ABH Brow Freeze is worth £23? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and that lets me know that you like this kind of content. And if you like this kind of content, you will probably like all my other videos and you should probably hit that subscribe button. So go and do that now if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I will see you in my next video. Bye!